Yo, what's up, people? Fans of boxing and local subscribers alike. And people, if this your first time tuning into my channel, man, feel free to leave comments. You know what I mean? Like if you liking what you hear, and subscribe on your own time. Well, anyway, man, this is pertaining to the Andre Ward, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder match, BS. Now, Barbershop, I don't know what the name of his channel is, but Barbershop Boxing Talk or something like that. He proceeds to, talk about he drove 3 hours, you know what I'm saying, to, pull up on Andre Ward, you know what I'm saying, and ask him, some frivolous BS about, his tweets in conjunction with the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury match. Now, Andre Ward proceeded to say that, he felt it was a tough match for Deontay Wilder to take the rematch, and he felt as though, of course, we all know the styles make fights, and it was just tough for him, being that, Tyson Fury, is a big, tall, very skilled boxer with very fluent counter movements and very much, very light on his legs. He moves around the ring very well, has very good defense. Pretty much, he considers himself the Roy Jones of the big man in the heavyweight division. So, okay. Now, this is one thing that really pisses me off about these dudes in media who go up there and expect guys to be yes men to their bullshit cause. Now, this is the problem that I have. One, this whole racial narrative in boxing, it is 2019. We have made so many strides as a people, as, communities, statewide, globally, etc., etc. And I say that just through the conversations that I have, with British fans, fans from other communities, in all walks of life, man. We could sit back, we could talk about boxing, and we could be unbiased, and we could just have a great narrative of people with similar opinions, man, and it brings us all together, and, we are not that much different. Now, the guy Barbershop proceeded to go on Andre Ward talking about, I would expect you, to have a different take on it, basically because the color of his skin. Andre Ward proceeded to tell that man that, number one, I'm not for black. I'm half black and I'm half white, but I'm pro everybody. And that's what we need to realize, man. Y'all need to be pro everybody, man. Stop selling this bullshit, feeling like people gotta go for Deontay Wilder because he's an American, an African-American heavyweight at that. So we supposed to ride his coattails because he fought Tyson Fury. And I'm supposed to root for this guy because he's black. Now let's get to the bottom of this, and I'm about to debunk this bullshit right now. First of all, Tyson Fury never made one racist comment. Number two, Deontay Wilder couldn't handle himself in the press when it came down to those head-to-head matchups when he was faced off with Fury. He was flustered. This man was accurately and clearly telling his story. And his story was that he came down several hundred pounds to have this fight. Number two, he did face drug addiction. He did face mental health. So why shouldn't he tell his story? Deontay Wilder, he got pissed off because of the fact that he called him out about him cherry picking that fight, thinking that Tyson Fury was going to be an easy opponent and he would take on a top guy considering he was overweight, and he just thought he was going to blow him out the water. Well, it didn't happen. He blew you out the water in the press conference, and honestly, he blew you out the water in the fight. Now let's get down to this fake ass count. That count was not long. You have a guy inside the ring and outside of the ring. And I'm not going to touch on that. 2 knockdowns, okay, that's 2 10-8 rounds. The 12th round, pretty much, he boxed your head off after you knocked him down and came back. And, you could call that last round a draw due to the fact that he knocked him down. Other than that, he didn't do anything. Now, you're talking about some, the dude barbershop talking about something. Oh, well, I rode for you during Kovalev, when you fought Kovalev and all of that, and I cried when you retired. Now, if you want to get that emotionally involved for your own personal agenda because a black man is taking on a white guy, and you trying to make this Apollo Creed versus Ivan Drago, we're not going to do that. Deontay Wilder tried to use that narrative to try to sway boxing fans, particularly African-American fans in the media, to go for his agenda because simply he didn't have nothing else to sell, talking about, the struggles of our people for over 400 years. We're not going to bring that in boxing. And second of all, it's 2019. Third of all, once again, Tyson Fury never said nothing racist. So Barbershop, you can go ahead with all of that BS, man. People, you should like who you like because you want to like them. Both of my daughters are of half Caucasian descent. And I'm not going to sit up here and be swayed to try to be one-sided because I got a black man boxing. That shit don't have nothing to do with the skill of the sweet science or nothing like that. So we're not going to go for all of that. And this dude sitting up there talking about something. He cried when Andre Ward retired. Man, whatever, man. That's your personal agenda. Man, keep it to yourself. So now you basically letting the American fans and other boxing fans alike know that on your platform, you only cherry pick and go for a guy because of the color of his skin. Well, I ain't doing that, and I ain't riding for it, and you a sucker-ass dude for sitting up there trying to sell that crap. Man, this is the sport. We like who we like simply because of skill set. You should care about who you care about simply because of skill set. And if anybody is standing up and they're speaking racially incorrect about anybody that's in our sport, they should be called out about it, black or white alike. You're just simply mad because nobody respects you. Your record isn't something to be respected. You got 40 fights, 38 freaking tomato cans. One man is basically damn near 50 years old who needs to retire, that had blood pressure issues, that chose to sign a waiver to take a white for you, and you want to be glorified for that. And you took on Tyson Fury thinking he was overweight and he bust your tail, and that little campaign run you went on, you're trying to sit up there and try to sell this whole David and Goliath aspect because you truly got beat. That's all it boils down to. And that's what it's about. So, Andre Ward proceeded to say, you rode for me for Kovalev. You rode for me all of this time and you say you were in my corner. So now you try to say them and I say they, and you try to put words in my mouth and try to say that I'm speaking on white fans or whatever. No. And he's proceeded to let him know that you get paid for this, advertisements, comments, likes, and things of that nature. So when you went and posted your stuff, when you posted several videos about Andre Ward and then try to, create a stir up between him and Deontay Wilder, you could have been the one, the bridge to nip that in the butt. For one, he is a sports commentator. He's not going to give you a biased point of view. Now, you PBC, punk, jerk-off, coward, yellow belly chumps want to sit up there and expect people to do that, but we're not doing that. If you want to back paper champions, y'all go right ahead. But Andre Ward is always going to speak for Andre Ward, and I'm glad he put you in your place. I honestly am, because all of this whole racial shit that Deontay Wilder was trying to sell during that fight and everything, man, I'm not buying it. You try to take something that was a fight because you knew you were scared and you knew you were going to catch the L, and he called you out on a lot of things to try to sell that, to try to deflect from the subject at hand, which was the fact that Tyson Fury was coming in and he was going to box your head off, and the fact that you got your head boxed off and other people in your profession chose to let you know that it was too difficult of a match for you. You haven't learned anything in all of these years of boxing. You upset and you got your panties in a bunch. So now the whole LBC Dick Rider Rainbow Coalition running around trying to sit up there and sell that false narrative as well. Man, we have to do better than this. Black, white, yellow, blue, it doesn't matter what you are, man. It's all about the skill set. It's about the sweet science, and man, we know Deontay, you don't have that. You don't have that. That's why you want to sit up there and sell that nonsense. And it just pains me to be a black man to know that other people of my demographic are trying to push that narrative, talking about we have to support this guy for that reason. No, we're not going to do it. Blue Blood, 78, Barbershop, all y'all try to push that crap, and we're not going to do it. And I'm so glad that he put you in your place. Now, another thing that really bothered me was the Tank Davis was the Tank Davis match, man, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Now they talk, man, for real, I should go into it, man, but that's just for another day. I'm just going to end this off, man, with the fact that, yo, we got to do better than that. These dudes are showing you exactly what they are. They just a bunch of LDB dick riders, man, and we need to put these clowns and these characters in their place, man. As always, man, it's 3K the boss. I'm going to stand up for what's real. I'm going to stand up for what's right, and I ain't never going to be one of these suckers, man. I'm going to shoot it to you unbiased, and I'm going to shoot it to you straight. And Barbershop, you should be a damn shame to yourself to try to put that on the people, man. Who cares about Kovalev, Ward, and how you roll for that man or whatever? You rolled for him because you was a fan. Don't stop being a fan now because you on the Deontay Wilder cock goblin train. Man, it's 3K the boss, man. As always, man, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind, man. 2 hands up. Fa, fa. You know what it is. Respect.